And but speaking of batteries, when it comes to batteries, I mean, never before, I think in the history of mankind, have we needed batteries more than we do now.
So true, and you know what? They are expensive. So what we have right now, Alice, is a way for you to know exactly how many batteries you have, where they are, and whether or not they have a charge. Honestly, it sounds silly, but this is one of the best purchases I've made at HSN. If you walked into my laundry room right now, you'd see two of this color stacked on top of each other. And they are filled with every kind of battery that you need. And so again, you know exactly what's there. That little piece right here tests the batteries, and it'll tell you if they're dead, a little bit of life left, or you know what, they're fine. Put it back in your organizer. So we have 4 colors, just so you know. We have the purple, the black, the green, and the red. But what they hold is amazing. I love going and grabbing this like this. It's like a little briefcase off the shelf. And I'm like, okay, babe, what do we need? Whether it's, you know, for my candles or for, you know, the remote controls and the gaming devices. Honestly, this is one of my favorite things. We are doing this at $19.95 to get your favorite color. You get all of the features, but most importantly, this is going to give you a place to hold over 100 batteries. You can hold your 6D cell, 5-button cell, 8C batteries are held here. You can do 9 volts, 4 of those, 30 AAAs, and 52 of the AA's. So it's awesome. You can slide it into a drawer, put it on a shelf under a little desk. I mean, it's so compact. You could even mount it to a wall if you really wanted to keep things up and off the tables. But Yvette Lopez is joining us on the phones to talk this through. Honestly, it sounds silly, but truly, it's the little things in life, Yvette, that make life so easy. Like knowing where something is when you need it. Batteries being the topic right now.
Yeah, you better believe it. We're here in Florida. We got storms all over the place, so we're always grabbing for those batteries to put in our flashlights or, you know, flameless candles. And this really is something, Callie, that since we introduced it over 2 years ago, it's been a customer pick. And it's simply because everybody has batteries, and if you don't have something like this to organize them, they really are rolling around in those junk drawers. And then when you need to go look for one, it's quite the challenge. And when you actually do find one, you don't know if it has any charge or not. What I love the most, and I think it's worth the price tag, is actually the charger here. I mean, not the charger, excuse me, the tester.
The tester.
Because when you put, and that tester does not need batteries. So anytime you put your battery in there, you can actually see if it has charge in it. And if it doesn't, get rid of that battery. Because I will say that this particular holder, if you notice, there are individual slots for every battery. And the reason that is so important is because what a lot of people don't realize is when you combine batteries of different sizes or even different brands, they will lose charge, they can rupture, they can leak, all of those things just by holding batteries together. So these individual slots, it prevents that, and also the terminal areas are very, very sensitive. So if they get dusty, full of debris or touch metal objects, there's a huge chance that you are going to, you know, have some short circuiting and things like that. So this is the perfect place not only to know where your batteries are at all times, but to actually store them where they will hold on to the longest life possible.
That's such a good point. I didn't realize all the things and different objects that can drain a battery. Have you ever found a battery and it's like laying in the drawer and it's corroded and there's things coming out of it because it's probably been up against something that's draining the battery? And I don't want to waste one battery. I'm sorry, batteries are not inexpensive. And so if I have to, you know, throw one D or C or even an A or a AAA, it upsets me because I've spent money on those batteries. Speaking of which, we do have batteries in stock that you can so stock up on all sizes. These are the AAAs and the AA's. We have them on FlexPay. It's nice to just have a plethora of batteries on hand. Storm season is here. We're expecting a big one this afternoon in Florida, as I'm sure everybody is aware. But it's not just hurricanes, it's not just tornadoes, it's the cold, the blizzards, as well as the floods and earthquakes and all the crazy things. So being without power is kind of scary, but the truth is, whether it's a nice day or a stormy day, batteries are something that everything takes. I have a ton of flameless candles, and they do take a lot of batteries, but I've always got ready. And that's the other thing I love about mine, is that when I use batteries for whatever I need, I know what batteries I need to buy next. instead of, you know, I always know I've got a full stash of every size battery for whatever need comes my way. And that, I just love that feeling. It's just peace of mind for me. I love it. I have 2 red. Red is our best seller. We do have black. That's the second best seller. We have this fun purple, and we have it in this really, oh, this one's most limited. And we have it, 400, less than 400 in purple.
Wow.
And then we have this teal green, which is fun.
Oh, yeah. And again, I invite you to look at the reviews. What our customers say is, first of all, this is, you know, it solves a problem that they didn't even know that they had. But besides that, you know now. You know where you're going to look for your batteries. And it's a solid case. And I love that it buckles and it's clear on the top. So like you said, every time you get a battery, you kind of glance and you take a mental inventory of what you need so you don't overbuy or underbuy when you're going to the store for batteries. And you can take this with you. You know, like if you have a second home, why go buy, you know, a whole set of batteries again? Take this with you. This is a wonderful gift. Most people that buy one in the reviews will say, hey, I bought one for my mother, brother, sister, whoever it might be. If someone comes into your house and you go to grab a battery and they see this organizer, they are going to be envious. They're absolutely going to want one. It's a small way. You know, we all try and get organized in every way possible, and this is just a small way that we can at least organize our batteries, and then you kind of go around and organize that junk drawer that they were in anyways.
I know, it's
but,
one of the coolest.
right?
I just love this product. I highly recommend to all of you, get at least one. I mean, it holds 100 batteries. Even the funky size batteries, like those little button cells and the 9 volts. There's places for 4 little 9-volt batteries. Sometimes you don't use those as often, but when they're stored here, they're safe from the dust and the debris and rolling around and clanking around against things that, I mean, ooh, it's the bane of my existence when something is draining a battery that I paid for. I want my batteries to be good, and you know what? If you're not sure, because some of you still have that junk drawer where batteries are rolling around, take this little charger or this tester and just take it to each one of those batteries. It's super easy to use. You don't even need a battery for this to work. You pop this right in, you pop your little battery in there, and it tells you, I'll turn it right side up, it tells you if it's bad, if it's good, or somewhere in between. So then you'll know if it's time to pitch it or recycle it or not. But this pays for itself, because again, you could save a ton of batteries that are just laying there and you have no earthly idea how long it's been there or if it's good or not. You made another great point, Yvette, about now you know what batteries you're out of, so then next time you go to the store, you know to replace the C batteries or the D batteries. You know, it holds all types of batteries, and it is the best feeling ever. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, Tristan was like, Mom, I can't remember, he needed something for his microphone or something he was recording. He's like, do we have any, I think it was AAA's. And I'm like, right back, please. I was so proud of myself. I come from the laundry room. I'm like, hello. We've got every kind of battery you need. They're right here. Just pick your favorite. I don't know, it's silly, but I love it. I love being organized.
Well,
it just is so stress-free.
You can at least you can at least be organized in that area. And you know, that tester will test every battery, even the 9 volts. And you know, those 9 volts, those are the ones that go in our smoke detectors. And you know, when that battery's low, that noise you have to hear, that awful beeping sound, it's really nice to know you have a 9 volt on hand to be able to replace it with. But, you know, again, it's a solution that everybody has this issue with batteries, and you just don't realize how much you are going to really enjoy this until you get it home. It slips in any drawer. You can also hang it up. We're going to give you the anchors and the screws to hang it right up, and the batteries fit so tightly in there that it can actually hang straight up. You have a home for that tester, so you're not going to lose that either. Yeah,
it's so right there inside. It is. It's
Right.
just one of those really smart choices. We do have very few left in the purple. I think we've got 300 left in the purple. You're not limited to just one per household. I mean, get a couple. It is one of those things. You'll have it and you'll go, I'm so glad I spent 20 bucks to get this. And by the way, there's free shipping. So if you wanted to get multiples, get multiples. Today's the day with free shipping. Also on 3 Flex or 4 if you have an HSN card. It's It's really one of those silly little things that just makes your life easy. It just, you know what batteries you've got, you know if they're good or if they need to get pitched, and there's a place for 100 batteries. So if you're just tuning in, it's one of my personal favorite little purchases. I've had mine for a couple of years. I just love it. I love having batteries on hand. I love not overspending on batteries that I'm duplicating because I forgot, oh, didn't know that drawer had the C's in it. Now all of the batteries go in one place. It's an easy grab and go. If you take it on the go, if you go camping or if you go into the cab, I mean, it's just one of those things. Batteries need a home. This is their home.
Right.
So last call on the purple. We do have black, and the red is screaming. We're at 1,000 and hundreds of you on the phones ordering. Like I said, do it today while there's free shipping. And you can get free shipping on everything, no matter how many you order of any product, all day long. So the item is 604346, and like Yvette said, read some of the reviews. I mean, a silly thing to get excited about like I am, but everybody who bought one has gone to our site and made this one of their favorites. And you will too, I have no doubt about it. Big thanks to Yvette for joining us today.
Oh, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Get your battery organizer home so your batteries will no longer be homeless.
Exactly. Well said. I love it. No more homeless batteries. 604346 is the item number by Yvette. All right, guys, we've got one more item in this hour, and don't forget, it's a 4-hour, I don't know what you want to call it, a grand finale or no. It's just because I've missed Alice so much. We decided we're going to stay together for 4 hours today. But what she's got coming up next is one of the